Over the next 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to break down how to start a YouTube automation business using the same exact strategies that I personally use to scale this channel to over $2.6 million in lifetime earnings. And this channel was started in 2022. And then also this channel has made over $385,000 in lifetime earnings. And again, this channel was also started in 2022. And then this channel, I'm actually documenting my journey on this channel on my Instagram. This channel has already made over $25,000 and this channel was started in March of 2025. So in this video, I'm going to reveal my favorite niches, how to find and hire a content team, and how to make viral video ideas for your channel. So let's start with step number one, which is finding your niche. What most people don't realize is to scale channels to this level with over $2.6 million in lifetime earnings, the money is made in the sub niches, not the umbrella niches. Umbrella niches are niches like luxury, sports, gaming, celebrity, history, finance, etc. Basically very broad niches. In terms of sub niches, to give you examples, I'm just going to show you a couple of different channels. Okay, so starting with the luxury niche, we have this channel right here, King Luxury, and then we also have this channel right here, which is Wealth Vault. So this channel is a completely different sub niche as King Luxury. However, it's under the same umbrella niche, luxury. So when looking at King Luxury, we can see their style of video. It's mainly focused on like Saudi wealth. It's focused on specific people and the things they own, their lifestyle, etc. And then when we move over to Wealth Vault is a very broad and it's focused on mainly like American money. So we have Elon Musk, Donald Trump, a lot of Elon Musk, a lot of Donald Trump. So it's mainly focused on the American money and specific items like stupidly expensive things Dana White owns, stuff like that. It's a completely different sub niche as King Luxury. However, it's still under the same umbrella niche, luxury. And then when we look at, let's look at history. So with history, we have this channel, Chat History, and we also have this channel, The Diary of Julius Caesar. Right off the bat, when scrolling through the videos, let's just scroll through Diary of Julius Caesar, we can easily see it's a completely different sub niche as Chat History. So even though they're both about history, it's a completely different sub niche. And then same thing with celebrity. So for celebrity, we have Heavy, and then we also have this channel, Just Holly. So Just Holly, we'll see in just a little bit that this channel is mainly focused on celebrity drama. Right now, the entire channel is focused on the Diddy trial. So this is mainly focused on trending news, trending topics, and overall celebrity drama, whereas Heavy or Heavy, whatever you want to call it, is mainly focused on evergreen style content, like Mike Tyson shutting down disrespectful interviewers when celebrities meet their celebrity crush. So it's mainly focused on evergreen style content, whereas Just Ollie is focused on trending topics and overall just celebrity drama. And in terms of choosing your niche, what I personally recommend doing is picking something that you're interested in, whether it's sports, gaming, luxury, celebrity. Pick something you're interested in, and for the first 8 to 10 videos, target 3 different sub niches. So find 3 successful channels in your umbrella niche that upload different styles of content, so different sub niches. And for your first 8 to 10 or 10 to 15 videos, target different sub niches. And then based off what sub niche performs the best, from there double down on that sub niche. This basically allows you to see what's going to perform best, and then from there allow you to double down on that rather than just, throwing spaghetti at a wall. Now that we went over choosing your niche and I taught you the perfect strategy to choose your niche, let's move on to step number 2. Step number 2 is hiring your content team. For this, I do personally use Upwork the most. Okay, so as mentioned, I do use Upwork the most for finding and hiring new creators in terms of scriptwriters, editors, thumbnail designers for all of my YouTube channels. So I am going to be spending the majority of my time going over Upwork. However, you can definitely still check out Fiverr. The reason I prefer Upwork over Fiverr is strictly due to the fact that I've never really had the best experience with people from Fiverr. If you're gonna use Fiverr, in my personal opinion, I would really only use it for finding like thumbnail designers. But the people that I find on Upwork, they're definitely a lot easier to work with and just a lot higher quality. Fiverr, I've definitely found some gems in terms of thumbnail designers, but Upwork, I have found all of my best people in terms of writers, editors, and thumbnail designers on Upwork. So I'm going to spend the majority of my time going over Upwork. And you can see I definitely do use it a lot. I have like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages, and I've spent well over like $30,000 just on the platform itself. So let's go ahead and go over how to find these creators and the processes that I personally do use to find every single creator. Okay, so first things first, on Upwork, we want to go ahead and hover over this hire talent section. In that section, we're going to go ahead and click on post a job. So this will take you here. I always just do the short-term project because the work that I'm looking for is going to take less than 30 hours a week. So we're going to go ahead and choose short-term project. And then we're going to scroll down, hit continue. This is where we're going to go ahead and insert a title for the job post. So I just have the same template that I use for pretty much every job post, and I just plug and play. So for example, this one is hiring a faceless YouTube scriptwriter. For this, you can just literally just use hiring a faceless YouTube editor or thumbnail designer. You can just plug and play with the template that I'm going to give you. Job category, we're going to go ahead and click on script writing. For the skills, you want to insert as many skills as possible. So for example, writing, creative writing, script writing, screenwriting, scripting, copywriting. And then I always go ahead and add in YouTube, and then I will add in YouTube script, and then YouTube script writing. So I'm going to go ahead and go with those ones. Don't worry about the English. If they're applying, they definitely speak English. Next, for the scope, I always choose these 4 options: small, less than 1 month, intermediate, and yes. Location, I always go with worldwide. And then for budget, I typically always just go with hourly rate. And then when I'm speaking with the actual person that applied to the job, I typically go ahead and hop on a call with them to see like what they're all about. And then from there, I negotiate to a fixed price. Hourly rate, you typically are going to get much better applicants, just being honest. So I recommend going with hourly rate instead of fixed price, and then negotiate with them to a fixed price. For the description, again, this is a plug and play template. So I am hiring a scriptwriter for my faceless YouTube channel in the insert niche, whether it's sports, gaming, luxury, whatever it is. And then I'm looking for someone who is trainable, easy to work with, and already has experience in this niche, and someone who can provide a minimum of 4 scripts per week. So for this portion right here, always add 2. So if you're looking for 2 scripts per week, ask for 4. If you're looking for 4 scripts per week, ask for 6. Because people are always going to overplay the number of work they can do with the same quality that you're looking for. And then I provide example channels, and then I ask them, when applying, please provide examples of previous work. If they don't provide examples of previous work, don't even bother with them. Then we click on review job post, and then from there, we can go ahead and finalize the job post and post it up. Within that same hour, you will start having applicants apply to the job post. I recommend waiting 24 hours before replying to anybody or anything like that. I recommend getting on a call with the people that you actually think would be good quality, based on the example work that they do provide. Because when you hop on a call with them, you can see, 1, if they're fluent in English, so communication will be easy. 2, you can see if they're coachable, trainable. You can basically get a much better feel for them compared to just messaging back and forth. Because you do want someone that you can work with long term. You do want someone that is coachable, trainable, and takes criticism very easily, because you also do want to make sure that they do provide good quality work. And again, everything that I gave you is very plug and play. When you post a job post, you want to post one for a scriptwriter, an editor, and a thumbnail designer, and you can just use 11labs.io to make your voiceover. That's just an AI platform. You can make it yourself, or you can just pay your editor an extra $5 to make the voiceover for you. That's personally what I do. It saves a lot of time. So that's the process of hiring your content team, posting job posts on Upwork, and that's all the templates that I do personally use. Now for step number 3, this is when we're going to move into the good stuff. We're going to move into how to actually find viral video ideas for your channel. Okay, so making video ideas is going to be your biggest responsibility and also your most important responsibility. You can have Netflix quality videos, but if the topic of your video sucks, you're not going to get any views. So make sure that you pay attention to this step. Luckily, to make our lives easier, we do have ChatGPT. So I'm going to go over the processes that I use to have ChatGPT help me make ideas that are unique based off the reference channels that we're using. For this process, I'm going to be using the Diary of Julius Caesar in the history niche, and then also chat history. And as I mentioned, for the first 10 to 15 videos, we do want to target different sub niches, and this will help us do that. So we're going to go ahead and insert the prompt here. Let's go to ChatGPT. We're going to be using this prompt right here to have ChatGPT study these channels. So the prompt is, please do very deep research on these 2 YouTube channels' video topics and analyze the titles of their videos to fully understand the topics of the videos. And then we're going to go ahead and insert the handle right here. This is the channel handle. And then we're also going to go ahead and insert the link. Make sure that you're in videos. We're going to insert the link right here. And then we're going to do the same thing with this second channel. And you can have it analyze 3 to 5 channels. I wouldn't go over that because you don't want it to just have it be terrible. I've only done it with max 5. So that's what I would recommend doing as well. Max, have it study 5 channels. So please analyze videos over 200,000 views that were uploaded within 1 year. I'm probably going to change that 200,000 views because their top performers are over 400,000, 300,000. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have it stick with 300,000. These ones are pretty much all over that. So I'm gonna tweak this. Please analyze videos. Please only analyze videos over 300,000 views that were uploaded within. So I'm going to say for the channel, and then I'm going to copy this and then say for the channel chat history. So for chat history, they're if they have a video that performs very well, it's typically over 1 million views. And then for Diary of a Julius Caesar, that's typically it's over 300,000 views if it's good. And then so I'm going to say for the channel chat history. And then within the year, that's still good. Okay, so I want you to study everything about their titles and what makes them good, so you can become an expert at coming up with video topics just like these. So for titles / topics, I want you to become my personal expert so I can come to you whenever I need help coming up with video ideas for my YouTube channel that is in the same niche as these channels. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and, okay, I almost fucked up here. For this step, you want to go ahead and be in ChatGPT 03, or you want to be in ChatGPT 4.5. Either one of these is definitely good. And then from there, before you hit send, you want to make sure you do click deep research. So when you click deep research, you will see that it turns blue. Then when you hit send, it's going to ask a few questions. So we're going to go ahead and answer these questions. What is your channel's current focus? So we're going to say same style as these 2 channels. However, these 2 channels have different sub niches. So when analyzing, treat two separate analysis. So since these two channels do have two different sub niches, I'm basically just letting it know, hey, treat these as two different analysis. And then for number 2, do you have a target audience? Same as the channels. Strictly long form content style will be based more so on diary of children. Let me go ahead and just copy it. Okay, so for number 4, are you interested in video topics? I don't want it to just video topics / titles. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and hit send. These analysis, the deep research typically will take anywhere from like 8 to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video. Once it is finished, I will come back and we will continue this process. Okay, so ChatGPT just finished up its analysis. As you can see, it took 14 minutes, but it's a very, very in-depth analysis of each channel. So this is the Diary of Julius Caesar. These are all of like the top performing videos. It goes over the topics, the themes, all of that. And then if we scroll down, we can go ahead and see, chat history, all of their top performers, the analysis, the themes, all of that. So you can go ahead and read through that. It will have a ton of in-depth information. However, I'm not going to go and do that right now. We're going to go ahead and move on to prompt number 2. And prompt number 2 is basically where ChatGPT is going to go ahead and find a bunch of different topics for us to actually make video ideas for our channel. Okay, so this is prompt number 2. So prompt number 2 is, now I want you to search for a list of 15 different video topics for each channel style that you think would go viral on a YouTube channel like the ones you analyzed. And this is like the complete entire prompt. You can pause the video and look at the prompt as well. You'll also be able to see it once I do send it more. And then again, you want to make sure you're either in 03 or 4.5 and you do click on deep research, because the deep research is going to allow it to scour the internet and look for these topics. Now we're going to go ahead and hit send. It's going to ask a few questions. We're going to go ahead and answer these questions. And I'll show you the prompt again as well, just so you can see that. You can pause the video, take a screenshot, whatever you want to do. Yes, original ideas. Yes, please include 3 variations of titles for each topic based on the channel style it is for. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and hit send. Again, this is going to take anywhere from 8 to 30 minutes. The previous one took 14 minutes. So I'm going to cut the video and I'll come back once this is finished. Okay, so for this portion, this one did only take 4 minutes, which is great. But this does give you a ton of different video topics and actual title suggestions for those video topics. So this is the Diary of Julius Caesar style. This is topic number 1. Obviously, you do want to make sure that you're not having that in your title, but essentially just blur it out or like put the star in the title, all of that. These are the title suggestions, and then same thing with all of these ones. These are all unique and not used by the actual channel itself, so this will allow you to actually stand out. So this is the process that I use to essentially have ChatGPT study the actual channels themselves and basically help you with the topics, idea creation, title creation for the different sub niches. And at this point, we have the niche selected, the content team being hired, and we have video ideas in process for our channel. And to manage your content team, I do recommend using Trello.com. That's what I do personally use. I use Trello.com. It basically turns your content creation system and processes into an assembly line, which makes your life 100 times easier. And then in terms of uploading, I recommend uploading a minimum of 2 times per week. If you can do more, that's definitely 100 times better. The more the merrier, but a minimum of 2 times per week. There isn't a specific day or a specific time that's going to perform the best. However, when you choose your upload days, let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, make sure every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you're uploading on those days on the same times. That way you basically build the habit of uploading on those days and times, and your audience gets used to it. And literally all it takes is one video to blow up your channel. So for example, this one video got 1.1 million views and it made over $16,000. This is just one video. The video itself was uploaded March 27th of 2024. However, as you can see, it's still getting views every single day. So this video is still generating money every single day. That's the beauty of YouTube and evergreen content. Your videos essentially become digital assets as long as they are evergreen videos.